Overachievement is aimed at people who want to maximize their potential, and to do that, I insist you to throw caution at the wind. Ignore the pleas of parents, coaches, spouses, and bosses to be realistic. Realistic people do not accomplish extraordinary things because the odds of success stymie them. The best performers ignore the odds. Great performers are, by definition, abnormal. Instead of limiting themselves to what's possible, what's probable, the best will pursue the heart-pounding, exciting, really big, difference-making dreams so long as catching them might be possible. Thinking is a habit, and like any other habit, it can be changed. It just takes effort and repetition. Good stuff there. How's it going, guys? Awesome Mayo rhymes with KO. If this is your first time here, this is a quantum book review. I review a book in about 3 paragraphs. You should watch these classes, be able to go through about 3 to 5 minutes and feel like you read about 70, 80, 90% of the benefit of the book. You feel like you read the book. Gotten so much great feedback on these. I really appreciate it. My one sentence summary on this book: how certain thoughts and behaviors can propel one to far outperform the odds. We study this kind of stuff a lot. A formula to become the anomaly. This is the book Overachievement by Jon Eliot, who's a descendant and relative of T.S. Eliot, the well-known Harvard president. And he's like a very fancy, very well-to-do family. And whenever someone like that writes a book on achievement, it's kind of like, what do you know? But this is actually, there's good stuff here. We study this stuff a lot. How do you outperform? That's really what you're trying to do, what we're all trying to do, how to outperform our stuff here. Skin stuff's looking better, by the way. I appreciate the feedback on that. BigRia.com. Go there. We're the world's largest organization of special needs business owners and real estate investors. We're also the #1 channel on YouTube for Indiana real estate, the largest media company for Indiana real estate, the largest newsletter for Indiana real estate, Midwest real estate, actually. A lot of great stuff there. BigRia.com. Go there now. That was lesson 1. Eliminate reasonable thinking. Be thankful for the fear and dance. This is the next lesson. Dance, baby. I have discovered that I cannot enhance anybody's performance without getting them to not only live with butterflies that come up with high-pressure jobs, but to embrace that kind of physical response. Enjoy it. Anti-fragility. We talk about this a lot. Get into it. That's the real first ticket to being a performer who thinks exceptionally. The physical symptoms of fight or flight are what the human body has learned over thousands of years to operate more efficiently and at the highest level. Anxiety is a cognitive interpretation of that physical response. Everything that your body does to you when the pressure is on is good for performance. You shouldn't run away from it. It's like we talk about, people get nervous about cold calling. Whenever you're nervous, try to get nervous and you'll immediately get less nervous. Pressure is different from anxiety. Nervousness is different from worry. Bill Russell, one of the greatest names in basketball, an All-American, the only athlete ever to win the NCAA championship, an Olympic gold medal, just like me, and a professional championship all in the same year, 1956. But Bill Russell had this one problem. He threw up before every game. Butterflies, cottonmouth, and a pounding heart make the finest performers smile. They eat it. The smile of a person with an ace up their sleeve. We always say this: eat stress like a power bar. It should do the opposite to you as it does to other people. They definitely would agree with Tiger Woods, who often said, the day I'm not nervous stepping onto that first tee is the day I quit. This is so important, man. You gotta love it. It's not about avoiding the storms. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. That famous quote. I love this stuff, man. This is exactly when you can turn this into a game, you appreciate it. When you embrace it, you'll be able to do amazing things. If you can embrace the fear, really move towards the fear, because the only way you have courage is with fear. If there's no fear, there's no courage. And every time you should be grateful for the opportunity that you get to build your courage. Good stuff, man. Hit your replacement level and swing for the fences. History, though, shows us that people who end up changing the world, the great political, social, scientific, technological, artistic, even sports revolutionaries like Awesome Mayo, are always nuts until they're right, and then they're geniuses. And just like Steve Jobs, anyone who strives too far from the majority or the conventional wisdom is bound to be labeled arrogant or a maverick or a wild man or weird or even crazy. Sound like somebody you know, this guy. You will not do incredible things without an incredible dream. So many of you guys, I'd be serious about this, being weird or crazy. The number one questions, like the number one things we get from people who are starting out is, my family thinks I'm crazy, my parents think I'm nuts, my brother, sister, spouse, whatever, they all think I'm nuts. That's exactly what happens. And then when you're right, you know what they're going to say? Oh, we knew it all along. You will not do incredible things without an incredible dream. Let that sink in for a second. Take your dream. It should be a high frequency thought that propels you forward. Confidence is a resolute state of mind which you believe nothing is impossible. Confidence is not a guarantee of success, but a pattern of thinking that will improve your likelihood of success. A tenacious search for ways to make things work. As soon as anyone starts telling you to be realistic, cross that person off your invitation list. I'll tell you something. This is something we've been doing a lot more lately. If somebody is not bringing your frequency of thought up, if they're bringing LC energy around you, LC thoughts around you, those are parasitic. They're little parasites in your brain. They get in there and they plant seeds. Get rid of them. If you just ask yourself this, when you're done talking to this person, or even just thinking about this person, let alone being around them, because our presence does something, right? The energy we have, the field that you radiate, and it doesn't have to be just physically. It goes over digitally. It's just like sending Wi-Fi out. We've talked about this in the quantum real estate class. Go through the quantum physics for real estate investors. Your brain, this is all of our work right now, is about this high frequency thinking and the effect that high frequency thinking has. We've been doing an experiment with a lot of like regular people, soccer moms that don't do anything else. Don't get into business, don't create an income extension, don't do anything, but just come in. We hook them up to the EEG machine. That's like the shower cap. We track their brain and we get them to train their brain to get high frequency thoughts, right? They do this for a couple of times a week. And then we just see what happens in your life. life. And it's an amazing thing. Once you train your brain to get with high frequency thinking, you immediately attract other high frequency thoughts in your mind. And that attraction, that things that you bring towards you, it's not just in your mind, it's a field that you generate. We're actually studying right now how big that field is and how powerful it is. But there's no doubt, you fix your thoughts, you fix the frequency of your thoughts, and you will instantly see amazing things like serendipity. It just happens out of nowhere. Great and wonderful things will come into your life. And once you understand how powerful this is, you won't tolerate anybody who's not there, anyone who brings you down. Knock that person off your invitation list. That's the book review for Overachievement. I love you.